And it does look like the 4th of July is going to be a washout for tens of thousands of people along the East Coast. They'll be busy dealing with the newly formed Hurricane Arthur. Early this morning, the storm reached maximum sustained winds of 74 miles per hour, making it officially a Category 1 hurricane. According to the National Weather Center, those winds upwards of 75 miles an hour continue to increase as the storm moves northward, but it's not expected to reach Category 2 status. Folks along Cape Fear, North Carolina, the Outer Banks, they're digging in, getting ready for the worst. And so are some folks in New England as well. Should be up that way on Friday and Saturday. And then you can see the projected storm path right there. Now, the U.S. administration is calling for tighter security measures also today at foreign airports that have direct flights to the United States. Their concern are that terrorists are developing bombs to avoid these airport security screenings. Britain's transportation secretary is reassuring travelers that security measures at the country's airports are among the toughest in the world.
Well, I would like to reassure the travelling public that we've got one of the toughest security regimes in the world, along with the United States.
Well, there you have it. According to the counterterrorism official, U.S. intelligence has picked up indications or chatter that bomb makers from Yemen-based al-Qaeda affiliated groups have traveled to Syria to link up with ISIS affiliates there, and that is part of the security concern right now. The U.S. security isn't the only problem also facing President Obama today. The out-of-control crisis of children illegally entering the United States has former Texas Congressman and Republican presidential candidate Ron Paul up in arms with the Obama administration. On the Steve Malzberg show here on Newsmax TV, Paul has this to say about protecting our U.S. borders.
We spend way too much money worrying about the borders between Syria and Iraq and Afghanistan, all those places, and we don't seem to have any concern or policies that would be more sensible here at home.
Dr. Paul has a way of making a point there, and it's not just our borders that are in trouble. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention is now activating an emergency facility to handle the health crisis caused by thousands of illegal immigrants entering the United States right now. Meantime, Mitt Romney campaigning again in New Hampshire, not running for president, but again emphasizing he won't be running for president in 2016. But Romney is also offering his support to former Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown, who's running as a Republican now in New Hampshire. The rally was held here yesterday at Sackman's Bittersweet Farm, the same location where Romney launched his second presidential campaign just 3 years earlier.